Merry Christmas, everybody. Today we're going to make a real Christmas drink, a peanut butter old fashioned. Welcome to the Average Me channel. I'm Mark, and this is day 12 of 12 days of spirits. Day 12 means it's Christmas Day. We have our little gingerbread house out. You'll see me make that in another video. And if you haven't been following, you got 11 days of catching up to do. But we have been doing this little 12-day Advent calendar. And every day you have a different liqueur or liquor. And we have one more to go. That's today, day 12. But yesterday we took out Scatterbrain peanut butter whiskey. And I thought, what am I going to do with that? And I decided that we're going to make a peanut butter old fashioned. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it's going to be really straightforward. So we're going to use bitters, club soda, our peanut butter whiskey, and we'll be garnishing it with a couple of cherries. Pretty straightforward. So let's get started. We're going to start with 4 dashes of bitters. I always like to start with the bitters because I like to get those bitters on the ice cube. Now, there are bitters, I'm not putting any orange in this, and there are bitters that are orange flavored. I don't like it. When I've made stuff with the orange flavored bitters, it just never tastes very good. I much preferred to simply muddle an orange and a couple of cherries. We're not going to do any muddling here today, mainly because this is not a Thirsty Thursday video, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time with it. But I'm going to try something here. Rather than pour the alcohol either before or after, I'm going to put the club soda in. Look at that. Then I'm going to pour that in. Then we'll top it with a little more club soda. And notice it's not lemon lime soda. It's not 7-Up or Sprite. It's actually club soda. And then we garnish it with the cherries. Pretty simple drink. Pretty much a classic drink. Let's see how it tastes. You know, there's not a lot to it. It's got a little bit of sweetness, not much because I didn't put in lemon lime soda. I'm going to put in a little bit of simple syrup, and we're going to see if this improves this cocktail. Okay, we're back with a little bit of simple syrup, and I'm just going to pour some in there. Now, this might have been a much different cocktail had I used a sweetened soda. I'm going to pour a little bit of the simple syrup. And, you know, I'm used to the Wisconsin Old Fashions that have sweetness in it. This was neither a classic or a Wisconsin. I don't know what it was. Much better. Much better with the simple syrup. So, do I like it? No, not really. The peanut butter is just weird. It's just a really weird flavor. So I would say that this is one of those. I didn't have many fails throughout these 12 days. One was marginal. This is probably my least favorite. So, you know what that means? All that's left is to pick out our final cocktail, or final beverage rather, a final liqueur. And you know, this box held together pretty good, but I think I'm almost ready to break it here. Yeah, that worked. Let's see what we get for our final day. Gingerbread spiced rum. We had something with gingerbread already. Gingerbread spiced rum. I may or may not sip at this, but give me half hour, an hour. Let me think about what I want to do for this next cocktail, and then we'll wrap up this Christmas video. And we're back. And let me give you a nickel's worth of free advice. Don't make that cocktail. It was terrible. I dumped it down the drain. Hopefully this last one will be a lot better. What are we going to make with gingerbread spiced rum? Well, strangely enough, even though this is Largo Bay brand, I went to the Captain Morgan website and I got this cocktail recipe. I quick jotted it down, and I don't know if there was even a name for it, but what are we going to be using? Fortunately, I had all the ingredients. We're going to have cinnamon simple syrup. I mixed this myself. I mixed this a while ago. You have to boil cinnamon sticks in with the simple syrup, and you get the coloring and the flavoring. And we're going to use amaretto, apple cider, fresh squeezed lime juice, and of course a gingerbread spiced rum. I need one more thing. My measuring cup. How could I forget that? So let's get started. Now we're going to once again be putting this in Grandma's fine stemware. We're just going to let that chill off to the side. And actually it's chilled already. If I'm going to start mixing it, I better take those ice cubes out or I won't have any other place to put them. It's been in the freezer, so it's been chilled. All right, so what do we start with? We start with 1/4 ounce of the cinnamon syrup. Now the unwritten rule says that you use the cheaper ingredients first, and that way if you make a mistake and you have to dump it out, you're not dumping out rum or any other liquor. Okay, so 1/4 ounce cinnamon syrup. Then we're going to have 1.5 ounces of the cider. 1.5 ounces of cider. And how are we doing on amaretto? 1/2 ounce amaretto. Wait, seems like this should be a really good cocktail, doesn't it? 1/2 ounce of amaretto. It says here 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lime. I'm just going to, ooh, boy, that would be bad if we break Grandma's fine stemware. I'm just going to do 1/2 of a lime. Experience shows me that 1 whole lime is about 1 ounce. Of course, a lot of that depends on how fresh the lime is, but it is a citrus season down here right now, and you can get some really good fresh fruit this time of year. Okay, we got amaretto, we got lime, we got syrup, we got cider. All that's left is to put in the key ingredient, the spiced rum. Now this really seems like a Christmas cocktail, doesn't it? It's got all things Christmas. You know, you have some cinnamon, you have some apple cider, you have some spiced rum. This sounds really good. I'm pretty excited about seeing how this turns out. So we're going to shake it to chill. My cat did not like it when I started shaking this. Usually before I start, I let him go into one of the bedrooms, but he didn't like it. I could see him kind of, perk up. Now I'm going to double strain this. The reason I'm going to double strain it is because of that cider, and we don't want to get any residual pulp or anything in there. Ooh, should we take it right to the top? Okay, I probably should have measured this a little bit. There we go. Oh, that is a full cocktail. You know what? I have to do something I don't think I've ever done in this channel. I got to sip this from the bar or I'll never be able to pick it up. Hey, that's good. I don't know why, but it tastes a little bit like a caramel apple. Obviously the apple's coming through. The spices, I'm guessing The sweetness and sugary comes from the cinnamon simple syrup. I wouldn't want to drink too many of these because it is really sweet. Like, imagine drinking a caramel apple. That's the best way to describe this. There's nothing caramel in here, which is the weird part. That's what it tastes like. And it's really, really good. So I want to thank you for joining me. I hope that you're having a very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday season. My best wishes for happiness throughout this holiday season goes out to you and your family. And whether you try some of these or not is irrelevant. At least we had time together where we could have a little bit of fun and, do something kind of crazy, going through 12 Days of Spirits. I just saw this on a whim and I thought, why not? Why not give it a try? So I hope that you've enjoyed it. I know it wasn't the most popular series of videos that I've had on the channel, but I don't care because I enjoy doing it. I had an awful lot of fun, and I hope you did too. So Merry Christmas, everyone. I'll see you back here probably in a few days. I have to take some time off after doing 12 straight days of video. Actually 13 because I built this thing, and that's going up as well. So Merry Christmas. Look forward to a Happy New Year in a week, and we'll see you next time on the Average Me channel.